Welcome back into another edition of Prime Sports World, and a very happy Tuesday from everybody here at Prime Sports World. On today's episode of the show, we're going to be breaking down that week number 8 Monday Night Football game. Sorry, Christian. We're going to give out our game balls, and then we're going to break open that week number 9 and give you our preview and predictions. I'm, of course, your host, David On Point Huffman. Right there, my co-host, Mr. TJ Hopkins, and from the Daily Blitz blog, Mr. Christian Simpson. Happy Tuesday, my friends.
What's going on? Why do you apologize every time it got something to do with the Giants? I picked them.
He don't care. He does not care.
I know, but it's still his team. He probably would prefer if they could win some games.
He does not care.
Thank you.
Does not care.
Well, I want your team to win more games, Christian. I want you to be a happy Giants fan. I want you to be whatever this is you are right now, a disgruntled Giants fan.
Who said he's disgruntled?
I'm really not.
Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about week number 8 of Monday Night Football. Pittsburgh Steelers give the New York Giants 2 opportunities to come down and tie this game. The New York Giants squandered both of those opportunities with turnovers. So the Pittsburgh Steelers win 26-18. Daniel Jones, not his best day at the office, but he was getting killed in this game. 24 of 38. He had that one interception. He also had a fumble that basically sealed the game, kind of really. Tyron Tracy continues to be a really good story. He got banged up towards the end of this game and did not return, so hopefully he's going to be okay. But 145 yards rushing and a touchdown. Darius Slayton, 4 for 108. Russell Wilson, 20 of 28, 278 yards and a touchdown. Najee Harris goes over the century mark again. George Pickens had 2 touchdowns called back due to penalties and just a reversal. And then Calvin Austin also had a punt return and a receiving touchdown in this game as the Steelers win 26-18. But let's be honest here. This game should never have been this close.
No, it shouldn't have, but this is the National Football League. You have to expect the unexpected.
Yeah, I saw something earlier that the last time the Steelers lost at home on Monday night, Chuck Noll was the head coach.
Wow.
Huh.
Like the last time the Steelers lost at home on Monday night, Chuck Noll was the head coach. I don't know how true that is, but if that's actual factual, then that's pretty good.
Are you saying on Monday night at home or just in
on
general?
Monday night at home at whatever the name of their stadium is, at Heinz Field, whatever it's called now. The last time they lost on Monday night at home, Chuck Noll was the head coach.
Wow, that's certainly a development. I would not have guessed that whatsoever.
Me either.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, I know there are no moral victories in the NFL, but if you're the Giants, I mean, this is a game you were completely outplayed from basically wire to wire. But you had an opportunity. You still had an opportunity to win this game. If Daniel Jones doesn't fumble there in the red zone, and if he doesn't throw that bad pick to steal the game at the end.
You don't leave your right tackle one-on-one with one of the best edge rushers ever. Not just in the game ever. Like one of the best edge rushers ever. This is a conversation for another day, but hey, he might go down. He might be better than his brother. He might go down better than his brother. Like that, and that's saying something because J.J. Watt was a beast.
Yeah,
a beast and a half. Like T.J. Watt might say I'm better than him. Like at the end of the day, but yeah, like don't leave your right tackle one-on-one with T.J. Watt. That won't happen. The ramifications of their GM's decisions shows its face every week. You let Saquon walk, you pay Daniel Jones, and you get what you pay for. Like that statement has never been truer than with the New York Giants. You get what you pay for.
I mean, he sacked 4 times in this game. He was hit another 12 times in this game. I'll give it to Daniel Jones. The guy's tough, but yeah, he's just out. He's not playing good football.
And he's showing frustration. And on one occasion, rightly so. Like that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I mean, what? I mean,
the play call
was field goal. The field goal.
The play call is fine. It's why aren't you blocking? Like the guy literally just ran right through you. Like you didn't even put a hand on the defender, and he just blew that play up. So yeah, like everybody's mad at the play call. Why aren't you mad at the blockers? Why aren't you mad at the offensive linemen for not doing their job? They literally just stood there.
Yeah, it's tough. On the Steelers side, I still think, as TJ likes to bring up, I mean, I still don't think we've really learned anything about this offense and what Russell Wilson looks in navigating this offense, but they were humming a little bit here. 5.4 yards per carry on the running game. Najee Harris and Jalen Warren, and George Pickens was making some really nice plays in the passing game for this team. As I mentioned, 2 touchdowns, 1 return because of a holding call, the other one because learn something new in the NFL. Just because you get
one
when
foot
you can't
down
get the
twice.
same foot twice, it doesn't count as 2 feet.
Yeah, somebody was like, the math ain't math. How does 1 knee equal 2 feet? But 1 foot twice is not a touchdown. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Christian.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys pretty much covered everything. They're able to create down the field more with the bomb play. You really weren't getting that with Justin Fields. This is why Mike Tomlin went and made the switch that he did.
Yeah, and I understand he caught hell for that decision, but it's almost like, hey, I've been here 17 years. I've never had a losing season. I may just know what the fuck I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. And, he's making me look real stupid because I predicted when we did their season preview that streak would end. And
he's making a lot of people look stupid because, hey, like, again, like, this decision's easier if they are 2-4 or whatever. Like, no, they were 4-2 and made a decision to say, hey, we're going with the guy that's supposed to be the starter in the first place. And granted, it's against 2 teams that don't tell us a whole lot about you. Like, I'm gonna say I don't know when they play the Ravens, but if no matter who the quarterback is for the Pittsburgh Steelers, you want to cement yourself, that's the game you win.
Yep, 100%. Moving on from there, let's give out our game balls for week number 8. And I'm going to start, and I'm giving my game ball to Bo Nix. 28 of 37, 284 yards, 3 touchdowns through the air. He also included 1 on the ground. Bo Nix, best game as a pro by far. Lit up the Carolina Panthers. And yes, I understand it's Carolina, but you still got to go up against who you're playing against, and you got to play well. Bo Nix gets my game ball. Kudos to you, young man.
Christian?
I'm giving it to Jameis Winston.
Oh, you some bitch, you stole mine.
Whatever. 27 of 41, 334 yards, and 3 touchdowns. All right, TJ, I owe you one. We got to start checking with each other on Tuesday. My bad. Seriously.
Hey, but he is right, though. No, I kind of like the suspense of it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it pains me to do it, but hey, I got to give it to Jaden Daniels, man. Like, that was a tough one.
So we close this chapter, week number 8. Let's open up the chapter to week number 9, and let's start with Thursday night football. And we got the Houston Texans rolling into MetLife Stadium and taking on the New York Jets. Houston obviously coming off beating the Indianapolis Colts. The Jets obviously losing to the New England Patriots and need a victory in the absolute worst way. Last time these 2 teams played was actually last season. The New York Jets won that game 30-6. Insert Aaron Rodgers into the starting lineup. How do you think this version shakes out? TJ, I'll let you go first.
You said last season?
Yeah. December 10th, 2023.
The Texans won 30-6.
No, they didn't. The Jets won that game 30-6. Somehow.
Huh.
With Zach Wilson or whoever was the quarterback of the Jets at the time.
Was CJ Stroud like not playing or something?
I was actually, you know what's funny? I was actually at that game.
You did go to that game. Did CJ Stroud not play? Was that a Davis Mills game?
It may have been a game where he didn't play.
CJ got hurt in that game. I remember.
Okay.
Let me real quick bring in Matt James in the show, but TJ, go ahead.
Yeah, give me the Texans. I mean, I understand tough loss. You lose to Stephon Diggs for the rest of the season, and probably part of next season too.
Well, he's a free agent after this season, I'm pretty sure, so he may not have come back anyways. So
there's nothing positive that the Jets have going on right now that tells me they're going to win this game. Give me the Texans.
Yeah, Nico Collins is still going to be on the IR for a few more weeks.
I'm glad I remember this. I'm sorry. Before anybody else make their pick for this game, stat about the Jets. All right, so check this out. A team like in the NFL, when teams score over 20 points, they don't turn the ball over, and they hold their opponent to under 250 yards of total offense. Do you know what their record is in the NFL? 750-1. Guess who the one is? Guess who the one became?
It's got to be that loss to the Broncos, right?
No, it was their loss to the Patriots.
Ooh. Yeah.
Before that game, NFL teams, when they had those statistics, scored 20 points.
750.
And the Jets lost, and they became the one.
Lord.
That's terrible.
Matt James.
With Aaron Rodgers too, by the way. I mean, oh good Lord. I hope this is the last Jets game on prime time. Like, how many games do they get?
I promise you it won't be.
Everybody, but I ain't gonna say everybody gets.
Oh my Lord. I don't know. Give me Houston. I mean, TJ said it. There's nothing good going on for the Jets right now.
Yeah,
I know Houston's got a lot of injuries, but they still have, something positive right now.
The one place that did not have injuries is on the defensive line, and this defense for the Houston Texans. The Jets have proven that this offensive line is not good enough to protect Aaron Rodgers in his year 40. Give me the Houston Texans. Could be a beat down. Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Moving into Sunday afternoon football, and we got two teams kind of going in different directions. We got the Dallas Cowboys, French left getting pancaked by the San Francisco 49ers, going into Mercedes-Benz Stadium, taking on the Atlanta Falcons, who are 5-3, fresh off beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time these two teams played was 3 seasons ago. Christian, do you remember who won that game 3 years ago?
I remember it was Dallas. I remember previewing that game, and they had barbecue Falcon that game.
Yeah, they whooped up on Atlanta 43-3. But Christian, how do you think this version shakes out?
So this game can go either way. With Dallas, you just don't know what version of them you're gonna get. Like, they look good for a half against San Francisco, and then the wheels just came falling off. Atlanta, I like what the Falcons are doing. They're running the ball. Kirk Cousins looks confident. The receivers look confident, and defensively, they're playing well. I'm gonna take the Falcons by a field goal. I think Atlanta, they're just too much for Dallas. Dallas can't get that running game going, and I think Dak is gonna get in trouble.
TJ.
Mm-hmm.
Answer the question, boy.
No. This game, this Christian, the only way I see them this game being close is if Atlanta just does Atlanta things and forget that, hey, Dallas can't run the ball. Like
Matt James.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with both of them. I got ATL. I mean, Dallas. They'll shut down Dallas either way.
This should be an ass whooping. This should be 225 yards on the ground for Atlanta if they smart. Like it's. Like look at.
I mean, you're at home.
The Cowboys are banged up now. I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons as well, because of course I am. But I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta kind of just, because they lose games like this sometimes. Like they were on a roll there and they lose that game to Seattle where they basically don't show up at all.
Don't show up at all. That's what that's my point. Like, bro, like there's nothing about this game that should be like, oh, let's not show up. Like, no. Look at what the Niners just did. Look at what the Saints did. Look at what the Ravens did. They did their damage on the ground. You have a certified two-headed monster in Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier. Run the damn ball.
And not to mention the secondary for Dallas is banged up too. I mean, that's not a recipe for disaster going up against the offense that the Atlanta Falcons has potentially potent there. From there into the AFC, we got the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens going head-to-head. Both these two teams sitting at 5-3. Denver obviously coming off that win against the Carolina Panthers. Ravens losing to the Cleveland Browns this most recent Sunday. Last time these two teams played was an absolute barn burner. Ravens escaped with the 1-point victory, 10-9. But in 2024, Denver is a nice story. Like the fact that they're 5-3 is very nice. They have beaten some bad football teams to get to 5-3. I'm not sure they even have a quality win at this point in the season. They're going up against the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, I guess.
In the ship, I mean.
Give me the Ravens.
All right, same.
Matt James.
Yeah, same. I mean, Baltimore. I mean,
Why
what
is
the
this
hell?
Dolphins Bills?
You know, you lose to Cleveland. I know it's on the road; it's a divisional game,
You know what?
but really,
I did
like
not
4
put this,
games.
I did not put this game on here.
I'm like, bro, like what?
I mean, give me Baltimore.
Oh, you know
I
what?
mean,
Snap. Yeah, it's Broncos. Never. Oh man.
You
You know
skipped
what?
like
So
8 games, dude.
listen. All right, listen.
oh goodness.
All right, real quick. So I build these graphics based on how they're ordered on ESPN, but then I use NFL.com.
I was waiting for the Buffalo Bills.
I use NFL.com to break down each individual matchup because it goes like deep into the stats and it kind of goes into their most recent matchup and stuff. And so I like kind of giving some random stats. And I forgot that's the thing. So my bad. But yeah, we're talking about Ravens Broncos because we're just gonna do that real quick and then we'll follow the order. I promise.
Like what? The
Yeah,
hell?
give me the Ravens. I mean, they'll take this one a little more seriously and at home and win this.
TJ.
Oh, I feel bad for the Broncos. This is gonna get ugly. Like you're Baltimore. You lost the game. You should have won. Yeah, this is gonna get ugly.
Christian.
David.
Oh shit! Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Oh, nice.
Even though you fucked up, it's okay.
I'm only human, man. This happens.
1, 2, 3.
Shameless
Shameless
plug
plug
number
number
1.
baby. There's an interesting fact about this game.
Oh,
Denver gives up the least amount of yards per play every game as a defense. I think they only give up like 4.3 yards per play. Baltimore averages the most yards per play with 7.1. So you talk about strength, facing strength. Denver has been a pleasant surprise this year, punching teams in the mouth left and right. They play defense, and I think they found their quarterback. In Baltimore, which version of you shows up? Are we going to see the version where you were establishing Derrick Henry and he was pretty much running you to a victory? Or are you going to revert back to the way you played in weeks 1, 2, and last week, where you don't feed Derrick Henry the ball? I previewed this game on Friday on the site. Be on the lookout.
Now we're going to swing back into the actual order of the list and talk about the Miami Dolphins going into Orchard Park, taking on the 6-2 Buffalo Bills. Buffalo coming off that victory against the Tennessee Titans, and Miami losing to the Arizona Cardinals on a game-losing field goal. Christian, how do you think this one shakes out?
I like what I'm seeing from Buffalo right now because that everyone eats mentality is truly working for them. They're running the ball a lot better. The receivers, they're all starting to come on the same page. And see what having a guy like an Amari Cooper does, it opens everything else up for everyone. That was a game Miami should have won last week. Miami struggles to stop the run. I think James Cook can have another big game against them. I like Buffalo.
And Keon Coleman's quietly had a really nice rookie season. But yeah, I'm taking Buffalo. They're the better team by far. TJ.
Josh Allen should be the front runner for MVP.
He's my front runner right now.
It's close, but he should be the front. He threw his first interception in that Seattle game. It's week 8. Well, week 9. He has 1 interception.
He was good.
That had to be a point in time where they thought, like, hey, that would never fucking happen. Josh Allen with 1 interception? Like this late in the season? Yeah, no.
And remember, he led the league in interceptions last year.
Like, come on now. Give me Buffalo.
Yeah, Josh Allen's on a mission. Give me Buffalo.
Staying in the AFC, but we're going to talk about the Las Vegas Raiders going into Cincinnati, taking on the Bengals. Both of these teams are coming off taking L's, Kansas City and the Philadelphia Eagles, respectively. Last time these two teams played was 3 years ago. Cincinnati roughed up on Las Vegas 32-13. Matt James, how do you think this version shakes out?
What do we got?
Raiders, Bengals.
Oh, give me Bengals at home. I think their offense will be too much for Las Vegas.
TJ.
I don't like neither one of them.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. But if I had to choose, and since y'all making me choose, I trust Joe Burrow a hell of a lot more than whoever's quarterbacking for the Raiders. Give me the Bengals.
Yep,
And it should be close.
I'm going with Cincinnati as well. I think this will be a high scoring game because I don't think either defense is worth their grain of salt. Look for both these teams to potentially have some sort of fire sale. Look for T. Higgins to maybe be on the move, as they clearly don't want to pay him past this season. I think they can get some draft capital for him for a lost season. I think they're going to try. Give me Cincinnati. Christian.
Replay my Raiders rant from yesterday.
Yep.
And that's good. And thank you.
Moving on from there, we got the 2-6 New England Patriots going into Nissan Stadium, the home of the Tennessee Titans. New England fresh off beating the Jets on Sunday, and the Titans getting roughed up, getting hung a 50-piece on them by the Detroit Lions.
Chargers Browns like that? You just gonna skip Chargers Browns like that?
Did I? No way.
You absolutely did.
Oh man. Yeah. Chargers Browns. Both of these teams are coming off getting a victory last Sunday. The Chargers beat the New Orleans Saints, and the Cleveland Browns obviously beat the Baltimore Ravens. They're in the fourth quarter. This game is in Cleveland. Last time these two teams played was October 9th, 2022. Chargers squeaked out the 2-point victory, 30-28. Christian, how do you think this version checks out with Jameis Winston at the helm?
You just never know what version of the Chargers are you gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been very hit or miss. I like the spark that Jameis Winston has given the Cleveland Browns. Look, we eating W's today, baby. Give me Cleveland. Whoa.
I'm taking the Chargers. I just think that they're going to run the football effectively, and they're going to do what basically the Ravens should have done against this team: run the football. I think the Chargers will do that. Give me the Chargers, but I think this could be a fairly close game. They could go either way. Matt James.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Christian. Like, I'm going to go on the opposite end, and we don't know what Cleveland's going to show. Like, they came out and beat Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore laid out for them, but still, it's like, I'm going to take the Chargers on this one on the road with Jim Harbaugh.
Give me the Chargers too, in a close one.
Oh, Christian's the only one on the Browns. Swinging back into the Patriots-Titans game. As I mentioned, the last time these two teams played was actually 3 seasons ago. New England hung up 36 points on the Tennessee Titans in a rout to 36-13 victory in a rout. 23 points. But in 2024, neither of these teams are all that good. Patriots 2-6, Titans 1-6. Who wins? Christian.
I'm going to go New England because I trust them a little bit more than I do Tennessee. Like, there's nothing good that's coming out of Nashville, Tennessee, except for the hot chicken. Yeah, I think this is going to be an ugly game. New England's going to run the ball effectively, and I just think that defense is going to be too much. And look out for my namesake, Christian Gonzalez. He's putting receivers on clamps. It's all in the name, baby.
TJ.
Mm-hmm.
Matt James.
Oh goodness, yeah, this is a rough one. I want to pick the Titans at home, but I'm going New England.
I'm gonna take the Patriots as well. I don't trust the Titans at all. I don't really even care who the quarterback is. They might as well just roll out Will Levis for the rest of the season. Just let him crash and burn if that's the way it's gonna go down. Swinging into the NFC East, we got the Commanders coming off that shocking victory against our Chicago Bears, going into MetLife Stadium, taking on Christian Simpson's New York Football Giants. Christian, how is your team gonna fare against the Commanders?
Not good. Commanders. Next game.
I don't even want to speak about the Commanders right now. So you're quicker than I am.
I'm taking the Commanders as well. I just think the Giants are, especially with the way that their offensive line is like functioning right now. I just can't imagine they'll be able to really play against the Commanders. But I do think this game will be close. It was last time.
I'm taking the Giants. I think the Commanders go into this game
Thank you.
riding high off of last week, and they come out flat. That
But
tends
I like
to
that.
happen. We've seen that happen. Like,
there's one thing I want to say about this. The Giants are going to be the only team so far to have seen Jaden Daniels twice. Just factor
Yeah.
that in. Just factor
Yeah.
that in.
Giants they can have a solid defense. So yeah.
From there, we're going to swing into the NFC South, and it's a rematch of a matchup earlier this season when we thought the Saints was going to be something. They're clearly not going to be anything. But the Carolina Panthers haven't shown that they're anything either. They're 1-7. The New Orleans Saints are 2-6. Neither of those teams are going literally anywhere. Obviously, the last time these two teams played, the Saints took up 47 points on the Carolina Panthers. But the Panthers are crawling into this game for sure.
well, we see what they're doing. It's a fire sale.
Yeah, they just traded Deontay Johnson today to the Ravens. Matt James, who wins this NFC South matchup?
Orleans.
TJ.
Mm-hmm.
Christian.
Fire cell on the other side.
The
Yeah,
Saints
I'm out.
The Saints will finally stop the bleeding in this one. Carolina, neither one of these teams are good. I like New Orleans.
I'm taking the New Orleans Saints as well. I just think that this is a game that I prefer. I hope it's not on my TV. Well, that I have to watch.
TJ.
Yo, two white men, and we got two white men on.
Moving on into the late afternoon window, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars going into the link and taking on the 5-2 Philadelphia Eagles. The Jaguars coming off that loss to the Green Bay Packers. Eagles coming off roughing up the Cincinnati Bengals. This game is in Philadelphia. Last time these two teams played was actually 2 years ago, and Philadelphia had the 8-point victory against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I did not think it'll be that close this season. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles to win big. And Christian Kirk out for the season, as TJ reported yesterday. Give me the Eagles. TJ.
Yeah, give me the Eagles. I think Dougie P, hey, yeah, bro, I still think you get fired at the end of the season anyway, but this is just going to fast track that. Give me the Eagles.
This game was supposed to be on Sunday Night Football.
It was.
Mm-hmm. It was.
And they flexed it. It was Dougie P's return back to Philly. I like Philly. From what I saw from them the other day against Cincinnati, that was their most complete win of the year. Jalen Hurts was locked in, connecting with his receivers. Defense was finally finishing tackles. Can Jacksonville make this interesting? Yeah, but I don't see it happening.
Matt James.
Yeah, give me the Eagles. I mean, I have them in the Super Bowl too. I mean, they're starting to get things together. I mean, Baltimore is doing what they want, but I mean, Jacksonville, who knows what they're going to do.
Moving on from there, we got two teams that had I guess the difference of a game-winning field goal and a game-losing Hail Mary. The Chicago Bears go down to the Big Toaster, taking on the 4-4 Arizona Cardinals. Last time these two teams played was last season. Chicago Bears got the edge 27-16. Matt James, how do you think this one shakes out? Bears, Cardinals in the Toaster.
Toaster is going to be under 70 degrees in the rain, and the dome is going to be closed, by the way.
I would
but
that's all you have.
All right, here we go. If we all think the Bears are who we thought they were coming out of in the bye week and seeing the game last week, all right. To all my friends and family that are Cardinal fans down in Arizona, good luck. My mom and dad are going to this game. Bears by double digits, because they're going to take this out. Their anger, everything that they messed up last game, hopefully on the Cardinals this week.
Christian.
David?
Oh shit, let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Shameless plug number 2.
Baby. Yeah, that was a painful way for the Bears to lose. And look, TJ, can you forgive me for trolling them? Especially with how I did last week in that title, the Colts and the
You're
Texans.
saying sorry to TJ too?
Yeah, I'm saying sorry to him, not you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nah, I'm just messing with you.
No, TJ. No, seriously, it hurts, right?
What can you, I mean, like he kind of getting his. Like I don't troll him about.
Have you guys seen the song those 2 random guys made? It's like he took the lyrics of this one song and replaced it with. That's funny.
We're talking about. All right, I'm gonna step aside on this one.
Nah,
Go ahead.
I don't troll him about the Yankees. And, like I
was rooting for the Yankees. So, but yeah.
Well, they're winning right now, but
right now.
Go Yankees.
I want to see how the Bears come out. It's not what happens to you; it's how you respond to it. In Arizona, they play hard. I mean, they give teams that are. Some days they're on the winning side of things, and some days they're on the losing side of things. First matchup between Caleb Williams and Kyler Murray. Both guys were number 1 picks, and both guys were Heisman winners, and they both went to Oklahoma. I previewed this one on Thursday.
I'm also taking the Chicago Bears. I think Arizona. I mean, yes, they have some nice wins, but the Bears are a better football team, and they should be able to put the clamps on Kyler Murray in this offense. Give me the Bears. TJ.
Yeah, the Bears have, quiet as kept, the Bears have a 13-game streak of not allowing 21 points or more. The Commanders had they were one of the top offenses in the league.
They still held them under the Hail Mary too.
Like if it wasn't for the Hail Mary,
holy shit,
they would have held them to 12 points.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Eberflus is a bad head coach, or however you want to slice it, but to say that his defense is not good is just a lie. Like the guy is like the guy know he know his side of the ball. He know his side of the ball. That much is true. But that being said, that entire staff has to know, like, hey, y'all kind of, and it sucks because Shane Waldron just got the job. Like, bro, you're on the clock.
Yeah, step your shit up. I mean, stop. You don't have the 85 Bears.
Eberflus
run it with the right guy.
Already on kind of a short lease, but Shane Waldron, like, we can legit say your offensive play calling cost us 2 games.
Well, I mean,
last game.
Whenever a head coach is kind of like on the position that Matt Eberflus is on right now, one of the things that they do to try to quote unquote save their job midseason is they get rid of coordinators. And so if like that's what happens. So if you continue this bad, like these offensive play calls, I mean, you'll be out way before Eberflus is ever out. Like,
yeah, if we're put on the one again against Arizona and he decides another, whatever play he wants to come up with and loses the ball, then he should be fired. He should be fired for last time.
It's not just that either. Like it's the slow starts on both sides of the ball. Like, bro, like
exactly.
You come out the gate slow on both sides of the ball. Like what? Like you held Washington to field goals for most of the game.
Yes.
But on the other end of the ball, like you weren't generating anything offensively to take advantage of that. Give me the.
It took you 3 quarters to do it too.
To do it. Give me the Bears. I think Caleb Williams' reaction to that Hail Mary told me everything. Like, one, if you weren't sold,
he was pissed.
If you weren't sold on the kid by now, like then I don't know what to tell you. His reaction to that Hail Mary told me everything. Like I feel, like I ain't gonna say I feel bad for the Cardinal defense, but I'm expecting way better numbers from Caleb Williams on Sunday. So give me the Bears.
Moving on from there, but kind of sort of staying in the NFC North, and we got the 6-1 Detroit Lions going into Lambeau Field, taking on the 6-2 Green Bay Packers. Both these teams are coming off games where they beat teams in the AFC South. Obviously, Detroit hung up 50 points on the Titans, and the Green Bay Packers beat the Jacksonville Jaguars with Malik Willis at the helm. I am not sure what Jordan Love's status is for this game. I think he's going to give it a go, but I don't know that for sure. And Christian, I can just tell what's coming right now.
Look, man, you know, David. That's all. Come on, David. You know what? I need all y'all for this one. Okay, I really do.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Shameless plug number 3.
That was all over the place, but you know what?
Terrible.
Look, listen. I think the Lions are the best team in the National Football League right now. I mean, they can beat you in a plethora of different ways, pound and pound. They have the weapons in the passing game. Jared Goff is the most efficient passer in the National Football League. Green Bay, they got all they could handle the other day from Jacksonville. And here's the thing. That's not going to slide against the Lions. You got to be on your A game. These are not the same Detroit Lions. They're hungry. They have a year of experience under their belt. You can tell they've learned from everything they've experienced last season. And how healthy is Jordan Love? And he needs to take better care of the football. Plain and simple. I preview this one tomorrow. I can't wait.
I'm taking the Detroit Lions. As Christian mentioned, I think they're the best team in the NFL from top to bottom. I will be interested to see if they try to trade for maybe an edge rusher to try to shore up that side of the football. But the Detroit, they may not even have to make a move. They're just so loaded on offense and with weapons. Give me the Lions going into Lambeau and getting the victory. Bad James.
Yeah, give me Detroit.
TJ.
Yeah, give me Detroit. I had Detroit winning anyway, but if Green Bay trots Jordan Love out there with a messed up groin, with a messed up leg, you deserve whatever happens. I'm so serious. I'm not wishing injury on anyone, but you already know he's compromised. You know he's compromised.
It's like
if you throw Jordan Love out there,
play it straight on this
against that defense with a bum leg, you deserve whatever's coming. I'm so serious.
And Detroit's going to hit him.
To the last matchup in the late afternoon window, we got the 3-4 Los Angeles Rams going into Lumen Field, the home of the Seattle Seahawks. Los Angeles obviously coming off that victory on Thursday Night Football against the Minnesota Vikings. Seattle getting roughed up by the Buffalo Bills this most recent weekend. Christian, how do you think this one shakes out?
I like the Rams.
And NFC West opponents going head to head.
I like the Rams in this one, David. Just due to the simple fact they have a healthy Nakua, they have a healthy Cooper Kupp, and they can make things interesting. I just don't like what I'm seeing from the Seahawks. Yeah, they started 3-0, but they didn't beat anybody good. I get you play who you play, but reality is kind of sunken in for the Seattle Seahawks. I think the Rams go in there and they punch Seattle in the mouth.
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams too. I think they're revitalized with the return of their big time weapons, Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. We saw Matthew Stafford, the numbers that he put up against a really good Minnesota Vikings team. Seattle ain't this good. They've beaten bad football teams, and when they played against teams that are quality, they've gotten stomped. I don't think this is going to be a stomping. I think this will be an entertaining football game. I think it'll be pretty back and forth, but I'll take the Rams to make just enough plays to win this game. Give me the Rams. TJ.
Give me the Rams, and it ain't. I don't think it's gonna be close. Again, no DK, no chance, man. Like DK Metcalf solves a lot of problems for the Seahawks, man.
Yeah, James.
Yeah, I mean DK kept the many games close. Give me the Rams too.
From there to Sunday Night Football and a rematch of a game 2 years ago where the Colts gave up the biggest comeback in the history of the National Football League to these Minnesota Vikings 2 years ago in whatever that stadium's called that the Vikings play in. When they come back in 36-39 victory. Yeah, thank you. U.S. Bank Stadium. Thank you. Minnesota
Sure.
obviously coming off losing 2 games in a row and really could use a victory. Colts are going to start Joe Flacco after Anthony Richardson has just not been good as a member of the Indianapolis Colts this season.
No,
Let's talk about it.
also say why. Also say why. Don't leave out. He ain't just been good. Say why.
He
Say why
hasn't
he
been
got
good. Like if him being tired was the real reason that they were benching him, he wouldn't have come back in the second half of that game and wouldn't have played again. They're benching him because he's stunk. He's absolutely stunk.
and the comments.
Okay, sure, but he's stunk. Like if
No,
he was playing well, the comments would not matter. Be like,
David, I'm gonna meet you halfway. Yes, he hasn't looked the best, but you, as the quarterback, you cannot come out and you can't say that. And what makes me mad is the simple fact that the Colts don't have that veteran in the locker room to pull him aside and say, "Look, that's not the way we handle things around here." You know, you can't say that.
I'm
So
sorry. I'm sorry. Is DeForest Buckner dead?
he got hurt
True.
in week 1 and hasn't played since.
Is he still? But is he?
Yeah, he's still in the locker room.
He's still there.
Yeah.
That's on like that. So like this notion of like they don't have that vet. Like
He doesn't care anymore, or
If Anthony Richardson had been playing well,
They
his comments,
do.
yes, it would still look bad. It would still have looked bad, but he wouldn't have lost his job over it.
like DeForest Buckner's still there. Quentin Nelson by this point in his career is considered a vet.
Yeah, I mean, this is like give me the Vikings. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but I'm taking the Vikings. TJ,
That's game.
Christian.
yeah, I'm taking Minnesota.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Minnesota.
Moving on to Monday Night Football, and we got another rematch of a Patrick Mahomes Super Bowl, but this one he was on the losing end of as he goes as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers go into Arrowhead, taking on the 7-0 Kansas City Chiefs. Tampa Bay 4-4, obviously losing that game to Atlanta this most recent week. Last time these two teams played was actually 2 years ago. Christian, do you remember who won that game? That was actually the actual Super Bowl rematch for the first time they played since the Super Bowl.
The Chiefs won that game by 10, 41-31.
Yeah, look at you. Look at you go. How do you think this one shakes out?
Kansas City, they're gonna win this one. If Chris Godwin and Mike Evans were playing, I think the Chiefs would be on upset alert. Seriously. But I just don't see that happening. The Chiefs, they're gonna squeak by once again.
I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs continue just to get richer. Like they trade for Josh Uche, who's a really good, a quality edge rusher in the National Football League. You know, they just continue to get pieces. Like they get DeAndre Hopkins to shore up that part of their offense. Give me the Chiefs.
And David, I like that move for Kansas City to get Josh Uche because
Me too.
it allows Chris Jones to play inside more. That's where he does his best.
But I also think that it kind of identifies that, hey, our strength this season is on the defensive side of the ball. Like we haven't been all that good on offense. I think maybe it'll come around, but our calling card this season is we have arguably a top 5 defense in the NFL right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, TJ.
Yeah, if Mike Evans and Godwin are playing, this game is just not enticing anymore. Like, first off, we at a point where y'all can start flexing shit. Like, hey, get the Colts and the Vikings out of there. Get the Bucks and the Chiefs out.
They did that already. They put the Colts and Viking game in that spot.
I would rather watch the Jags and the Eagles.
I would rather see the Rams and the Seahawks.
That too. Like, it's.
I mean, why is the Packers?
I mean, seriously.
And I know TJ always makes this argument that if you're at the 4:25 time slot, that's technically primetime football, but not in my opinion.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You couldn't be any more wrong. No, it's not.
It kind of is though.
But it's
really we're stuck with Tony Romo.
Because his argument is that it's the Fox game of the week. It's going to have Tom Brady.
That's
and
fine.
Tony Romo.
No, Tony
like
Romo
we did last week.
Tony Romo's. I mean, but to his point, hey, if you're at the 3:30, if you're at the 3:30 slot on Fox or CBS, technically speaking, that's prime. You have each network's best play-by-play guys. You got Jim Nantz and Tony Romo, and you got Tom Brady and whoever's Tom Brady is
Kevin
working.
Nagandi?
Yeah, a bunch
Is that
of CBS.
Kevin Burkhardt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is Kevin Burkhardt. Okay, he's good. I like him.
But yeah, I mean, but Matt James, you got the last pick here.
I can't say this on air, but I'm sick of the Chiefs. Give me Tampa. Like, I cannot say what you know I want to say.
Hey, yeah,
So,
you can't. Fuck the Chiefs. I'll say it for you.
fuck the Chiefs. All right, there we go. Give me Tampa.
But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. This has been our Week 8 Monday Night Football recap, and we previewed our Week number 9 preview and predictions. Thank you very much for hanging out with us here at Prime Sports World. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. I'm David Huffman, TJ Hopkins, Matt James, and from the Daily Blitz.blog.
Hey, this here's the prime. We don't sugarcoat a damn thing. What we talking about?
We got this shit.
We're professional haters here at Prime Sports World, let me tell you.
Fuck the Cardinals. I mean, here we go.
Let
What do we do here at Prime Sports World, my friends?
bring the heat.
Bring the heat.
Bring the heat, baby. It's supposed to be 80 degrees tomorrow here in Fort Wayne, baby. Let's go.
Let David tell you, I've been firing people since we've been in college.
Sure. Also, let's not forget.
Here we go.
National Cat Day. So happy National Cat Day to my cat Pace and all other
Meow,
cats out there.
baby.
Let's go, baby.
Hey,
We'll be back here tomorrow.
Happy Cat Day, meow.
Do not miss that content.
Only
We'll
thing,
see you guys later.
only
Peace out.
thing TJ fires is his fireplace, man. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
here we go.
see you guys later. Peace out.